Okay, good morning class. So today we're looking at finance and financial maths. At this point we are on exercise. Examples for exercise 5 or 6. And exercise 6 is on page what? 47. 57. So this is example 4, exercise 6, which is on page 77. However, listen, you guys are making noise here, mate. This example is on page 76. Okay, so there's one example for this exercise. So I think there's something we read through yesterday. We said that to calculate the balance outstanding, we're going to apply, of course there are two ways of doing it. If you're using the present value formula, where you subtract you must find the remaining time period, okay? And then you use the present value formula, which is your present value is equal to x into 1 minus 1 plus I to the n, in this case, which is going to be your time minus the amount that you have paid, or the number of installments you have covered thus far. Okay, this is all over I. That's the one way of doing it. Otherwise, the balance outstanding is going to be A minus FV. Okay, where your A is your compounding formula, while your FV is your future value annuity investment formula. Okay, so let's look at the example. The example is on page 76, and the example is for exercise 6, which is on page 77. We said Nigel takes out a loan of 3 million rand from the bank to start his own business. The loan will be amortized. So amortized means to pay. That means to say to pay the loan in full. To pay the loan in full in 15 years, and the monthly repayment would start 1 month after the loan is granted. Which means to say 1 month after the loan is granted, which now conforms to the formula. Okay. So 1 month after the loan is granted, the interest rate is 9% compounded monthly. Again, so determine the monthly payment to the nearest rand. So here we're looking at a monthly investment, a monthly installment, and a monthly growth, monthly decay or growth on your interest here. So your payment frequency is in line with your compoundings. Can you see that, people? So that's also in line. So in number 1, to calculate, this is a line the board here. To calculate the monthly installments, are we going to use the FV formula or the PV formula? PV. Why? Because that's a loan. So we use the formula, present value is equal to x into 1 minus 1 plus I to the minus n all over I. So the present value is 3 million. So the 3 million equals x is what we're calculating into 1 minus 1 plus I, which is 9%, so 0.09 over 12 to the exponent, negative 12 times 15 years, is for 15 years. This is all over I, which is 0.09 over Okay. So we know that's naturally over 1, we cross multiply. Or we bring that up and that down so that x can stand on its own. Okay. Which now gives me therefore x is equal to 3 million into 3 million multiplied by 0,09 over 12. And this is all over. And this is of course going down. 1 minus 1 plus 0,09 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times 15. Plug our calculator. 3 million multiplied by 0.09 over 12. That's all over 1 minus, open brackets, 1 plus 0.09 over 12 to the exponent negative 12 times 15. Seems to be right, which is 30 million 427,999 cents. So it's that to change. So to the nearest rand, as they ask here, would be 30,428. $30,428 rand. That is your monthly installment on the 3 million rand loan. Okay, over 15 years. All right. So any confusion at this point? But this part of the sum we have dealt with before, not so. Okay. Now in number 2, the second question says determine the balance on the loan at the end of 5 years. So we say, are we going to calculate balance on the loan? Let's say balance outstanding is equal to A minus F. So if we say that the A is your compound interest. So P into 1 plus I to the exponent n minus FV. The FV formula is x into 1 plus I to the n minus 1 all over I. Okay. So what's the principal amount? 3 million. So it's 3 million into 1 plus your interest, which is 0,09 over 12 to the exponent 12 multiplied by, for how many years would this be? 5 years minus, and we're treating whatever we paid thus far over 5 years as an investment. Okay, which is x into, so what's my x value here? 30,428 into 1 plus 0,09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 5 minus 1, and this is all over 0,09 over 12. Put that in the calculator. 30 million $3 million, sorry, not 30 million, into 1 plus 0,09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 5 minus, we got 30,428 into, open another bracket, 1 plus 0,09 over 12 to the exponent 12 times 5 minus 1 over 0, 0.09 over 12. With 2,402,037 rand and 44 cents. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright. $2,402,037 rand and 44 cents. Okay? Is there any confusion there? So with that, you should be able to answer exercise 6 on page 77. Okay? With this, we'll go straight into the next section of work, next example.